Combat comrades.
Combat comrades.
The combat comrades. Let's go for that.
I think that's the
I met a strange comrade. She made me nervous. She took me in and gave me violence.
And she said,
I come from a land of comrades. Hell yeah. That was a good one.
that was a good one, man.
Let's go. Baby, we're back. Pay-per-view. Back-to-back pay-per-view. Combat Comrades, welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you are coming back for another large episode with your boys. I'm Dave. This is John. Let's get stuck into it. We are back on Aussie soil, and it's Volkanovski fight week.
Can't get much better than that for Australia.
Is it just me, or does it get scarier and scarier every time Volk's fighting?
I think so. He's getting more old and decrepit, I guess.
And we've seen him lose.
Seen some brutal knockouts.
Brutal, yeah. It's like,
Someone you love, not just we, the whole world loves so much. No one wants to see that again.
well, back in like the trilogy era of Max Holloway and like kind of in that time period, I was never nervous when Volk fought. Even when like he was going to fight Poirier for the first time, I'm like, oh, this guy's fucking little treat. Like, and then now it's like, oh, okay, we've seen the beast get cracked. But I'm fucking excited, dude.
Yeah, man.
How you feeling?
Yeah, very. It's going to be a huge event, man. Like, I mean, the ticket sales represented as well. Like 1,700, I think, is like for a general ticket right now.
Jesus.
So, you know, Australians, we love UFC. The demand is high, but fucking please don't take advantage of that too much.
Yeah, it's getting a bit ridiculous out here in these streets for an MMA fan in Australia, but we've got the talent. We've got the talent to make the people excited.
Yep.
This card is a lot less.
There's a lot more Aussies who are like...
It's top heavy.
Yeah, but it's not just random Aussies who you're like, oh, yeah, whatever. It's like some who you like, this could be a next title contender, or this guy's looking very exciting, you know?
Yeah.
Even in the prelims, there's some for me which are kind of standing out. I would say, I don't know if you have seen... Well, he's a Kiwi Aussie. I think he's Kiwi, but he fights out of Sydney. Cam Rowson, the Battle Giraffe.
Oh, yes.
Remember
the Battle Giraffe.
We've talked about him a couple of times. And he's fighting the fucking staple, the fucking cheese and ham sandwich of the UFC.
Legit.
Cody Brundage.
Cody just out there grafting Brundage.
Just doesn't care.
Just wherever.
Just tell me where to go, boss. Tell me where to jump and how high.
Just a fucking peon.
Yeah.
Huh?
And more work. But yeah, man, are you pumped up for this one?
Yeah,
it's
gonna be a good one, man. Like Brundage is always exciting. Win or loss, you know, he's 11-7. He's never been someone that's like, oh shit, like this is the year of the Brundage.
Yeah.
But he's always exciting. Cam Rawson too. For these middleweights, they're both equal in basically everything. You know, fucking height, a little bit of a discrepancy, but same age. Huge reach advantage.
Bro.
Huge reach advantage by Cam. And it's going to be good, man, because he's coming off a win over Andrei Arlovski.
Impressive.
Andrei Arlovski's now in the bare knuckle fighting championship, you know, so he still loves violence. But he got him in like 2025, so it's kind of at the end of his career. And that's it in the UFC for this guy.
But it's a similar fighting style to Brundage, actually.
Yeah, it is.
So it was a good...
very
because
true.
Cam... Yeah, he's got those long-range weapons, but he's got slick jiu-jitsu and submission. So
yeah,
I think he'll be like trying to tie up that neck as soon as he'll welcome the takedowns, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Well, you've got battle tested in the UFC, Brundage.
Yep.
Versus kind of newcomer. It's funny how one's like, you know, you'd say a vet, 5 years in the UFC. Man. That's nothing to turn your nose up to. Against a guy who's just joining the UFC. So it's crazy the trajectories that these two guys are on. And they're at the same time, like they're at different points in their life, but at the same age. Which is crazy. So it'll be good. I am excited to see what Cam brings to someone that's not, you know, retiring Arlovski.
Exactly. See what his level's at.
Yep, bloody oath. All right. There's also another one in the prelim. We got Junior Taffa.
Tougher gang, G.
The freaking Taffa gang. That's it's going to be a tougher carry for the Tuffers.
Yes.
Because now I think game plan's getting exposed. So it's been quite some time since we've seen Junior fight. Has he worked on his grappling?
Yeah, the good news is Billy is not a grappler. The bad news is he's a slick striker.
Yeah.
So just because he's getting a striker, I don't think this is going to be a walk in the park or for Tough over here. So I think at this point they're kind of like, all right, bro, like we're giving you so many chances.
Yeah.
You either, all right, he's like another decent guy who wants a shot at the top.
Yeah.
Either you're going to take it or he's going to get it, you know? So I have a feeling it's a little bit like this because Billy Elikano's no walk in the park. And yeah, man, this should be an exciting one.
Hell yeah.
This one.
100%. It's hard for me to have a lot of faith in the Toughers as much as like I love my like Dan Zacks, right? We're all one here as Aussies, but as far as like ability, they make me nervous. I think you're right. It is a make or break. And I'm keen to see Toughers improvements. I hope he goes out there and shows us that there's more dimensions.
More layers, dude.
Yeah, they got to peel back those layers.
Because right now he looks like another member in Dan Hooker's 1 minute scrap videos, dude.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, I'll fucking go.
Yeah, like
and just stands there and swings.
I would never want to exchange with these guys,
Hell no.
but unfortunately, like at this level, in an organization like the UFC, in a mixed martial arts setting, you have to kind of be a mixed martial artist, you know?
Yes. Yeah. You need more than just a mean hook, G.
Yeah. And then we got the main card.
The freaking moustache marauder.
We've got Jamie Handsome Squidward Malarkey versus Quillen Beautiful Stash Salkill.
Yeah.
Aussie versus Aussie.
Silky moustache Salkill, dude.
Oh, I like that.
Who is he's on a jet.
Yeah.
Started this time last year, bro, was his debut when he was 7 seconds knocking out your Isn't It? Angel Jubilee, dude. 7 seconds. And then he knocked out, you know what they call him, right? The Minority Marauder.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's
one of
been
those.
taken out, brother. So we started with India, all right? Then he knocked out Yanal Ashmuz, dude. And then Nasrat Hakparast, who is, I think, Moroccan. So all the minorities.
So he's like Drew Dober.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's the new Drew Dober. But now he's at a bit of a crossroads because he's fighting
A fellow
a fellow Aussie just the other side. So we're going to see a bit of Tupac and Biggie action here. East Coast, West Coast. Just because that kind of stuff, but Australian version.
Oh, that is a fucking pretty picture that you painted. I'm excited. I'm going to be real as fuck here, Jamie Malarkey. I don't think I've ever been impressed with Jamie Malarkey. I'm proud that he's an Australian representing our country in the UFC. He'd probably beat the dog piss out of me, but as far as skill and ability, he just seems like he's defends too many punches with his face.
Yeah, for a long time he's been doing that.
And he's been doing it for a hot second. So I think you've got a plateaued Malarkey versus a rocket ship Salkill, and I'm going to take rocket ship Salkill all day. I think it's going to be a convincing.
There's just also that chance that Jamie may pull out some vet moves. Because he's been training with Volk now as well, so now he's going to be like, all right, maybe I'm just going to be a vet gatekeeper and just embracing that role. But I just think stylistically, Quillen has the wrestling upside.
Yeah.
So he could just, if things aren't going well on the feet, which he's been sparking people on the feet as a grappler, he's got that. So I just love it when fighters have both things because you threaten both and then get them guessing on the other. So man, this will be this will be a bit hard to watch, a bit of Aussie hate crime, but it's just for 15 minutes.
It's an Aussie on Aussie affair.
Yeah.
And who will come out on top, we shall see. The lightweight division is it's due for some new blood, and I think Quillen's a good addition
100%
to that division.
Let's get it on, come on.
Now we got freaking Ty Tuivasa. Bam Bam, baby.
He's back.
He's back.
I don't think he'd be back.
When that photo was going around, so I'll try and put it here, of fucking old mate Ty looking 420 pounds.
Yeah,
his legs look like my entire torso.
Yeah, man.
And I was like, oh, that's it.
Yep.
He's going to have those Bam Bam buds and the freaking Drink West Brewery. He doesn't need it anymore.
Fight, yeah.
He doesn't need a fight. But, man, I love watching him fight. I love the energy Ty brings. I love the throwing caution to the wind and getting the upper hand. Can you do it on someone like Taliesin Teixeira? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's in his name. Taliesin is a tall drink of water. And I thought the Derek Lewis was a bit of an early stoppage, but he got it done. I just don't think I think he's going to come back with he's actually very young. He's 26. I know he looks very weathered, but he's still very young in the division, man. And he's got powerful hands and crazy range. He's got 20 centimeters of reach on Tai Tuivasa. And Tai's not going to come and wrestle him, right?
No. As far as we know.
Yeah, as far as you know. I mean, he's been training with Cyril Gaghan, actually. He's been in that camp, but they're more of a kickbox. I know he's been working on his wrestling and stuff, but...
So he's going to come and fucking eye gouge Taliesin.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he'll be able to reach him. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's true.
And Taliesin has those powerful long-range weapons, but he's also Brazilian, so he's got that jiu-jitsu. So I think this is a very, very tough fight for Tai.
It is.
And if he pulls it through, yeah, that'll be impressive. But Taliesin is like a contender. Like one of those young guys, you're like, this is going to be a contender type of thing.
Yeah. The thing that worries me with Tai is his last win was against Derek Lewis, and that was in February of 2022. So
That's crazy.
He's gone, into the 4th year. He didn't fight in 2025, but then he went, in 2024, Rosenstruck. You got Tai Bura. 2023 loses to Volkov. 2022 loses to Pavlovich and Cyril Gahn. And then he started that year off with the win on Derek. So a lot of head noise for Tai. He's 32 years old. He's coming up against a 26-year-old Taliesin. A guy, like you said, is on a red hot trajectory. This is a make or break for our boy Tai, man. This is going to be something that will determine his future in fighting, I think, because like I said before, he is set up. He's made a lot of different investments. He's got companies going. He's probably got investments. He's got, And
even himself, he's like personality and social media,
Yeah.
He can get a lot of promotions and stuff.
He's a guy that's not going to be shy of an opportunity outside of fighting.
Yeah.
I just hope he comes without that really, I'll be fine anyway. Like, I want to see him out there and fucking put this guy to work. I can't bet against Tai. I want him to come back and fucking prove that he's still here. It's just a tough cookie to crack.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, this is Dr. Schmeckelstein's hammer of the week. So,
well, you heard the man, Taliesin. What do you have a method of victory?
Taliesin,
Yeah.
freaking piston jab, no piston cross,
Just drop
down the snout and maybe a knee, and then it'll be bam bam buds. And you know what? Let's do it. We need a good cannabis industry in Australia. So.
Yes.
Maybe that's the path.
Maybe Tai can be the face of it.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, now that's underway. We've got freaking Roofy, bro. We're getting 2 fighting nerds back to back. Or 1 fighting nerd back to back. That's fucking sick against Rafael Fiziev. Now, Roofy, he's your favorite fighting nerd, isn't he?
No, I don't
he's
know.
not a fighting nerd anymore.
I think he still is. He's just like, not as...
He's bouncing around.
Not as ingrained. I mean, Jean Silva is probably one of my... I like them all, but like Jean Silva and Roofy are definitely my favorites. And that's what's been a little bit sad because they were kind of like best buds, and Roofy almost like you heard the story, right? Where he was like fucking super going crazy, suicidal. And then he just like came over to Roofy's house. They played some video games, dude, chilled out. There's some wholesome moments.
They have wholesome history.
But hopefully they're also like, adult enough to not be like, okay, he's going to go and train in Aussie for a little bit, which I think is great for Roofy, man. He looked like fucking, as you would say, dog water.
Yeah, dog water.
in that last fight. Just that French fuck just made you his French maid, dude.
Yeah. And now you're sharing a card with him again, right?
Yeah, which I'm sure they want to, hopefully it should fire him up, but... Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the matchups because I've been thinking about this, and Roofy obviously has the long-range weapons and stuff, but Fiziev is a expert Muay Thai. Like, he's got the agility and he's been blocking insane quick hits his whole career.
Yeah.
So, whereas Fiziev recently has been developing his ground game. He's also from the Kafkas region.
Your neck of the woods.
No, neck of the woods, just slightly out, but still he's come out and said like it's... I mean, he took down Gaethje.
Yeah.
And had him in that triangle thing. So he's got that upside, man. He can throw that at Roofy, and Roofy might get a bit of PTSD when that starts to happen. But this is what I love is to see how has Roofy developed and evolved, and how is Fiziev. But I actually think this is going to be a tougher matchup for Roofy than people think.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough for sure because what we got shown last year as the fighting nerds aren't invincible. And then once someone starts to lose, it opens up. It's just reminded me
The
of
doubters, the haters.
yeah, and even the future opponents. It's like, just to bring it back to the event that we've just had with Gutierrez, the fact that he went to a decision will open up opportunities for him because he's less scary. There's ways people can see, oh, he's not, this scary fucking robot that we can't beat. And I think that the roofies and the fighting nerds in general, now that they have suffered loss and setbacks, a lot more people are more confident in these paths. Like the mystique is gone. So it's going to be interesting. And Fiziev, I don't think he's too great, but I think he is definitely someone that will test Roofy.
Yeah.
And like you said, he's quick, man, with the fucking movement.
Insanely quick.
Yeah.
And you can't just say, oh, he's too short, he's too small for the division, because look what happened against Bahamondes.
That's it.
Bahamondes was a freaking deer in headlights, and he
Yeah.
looked like a deer because he's so gangly.
And he was massively ahead in height and reach.
Hype, he was a favorite. So Fiziev just shows that he knows how to handle the long range stuff. But Roofy's just tricky. That's the thing. Roofy is tricky.
He is. He's very unorthodox in his movement.
Yeah, definitely. There's a really cool video of him and Adesanya training recently.
Yeah, and they did that takedown. How
Yeah, the scissor takedown.
Yeah, the scissor takedown. That was sick.
But also he was explaining to Adesanya, like, he's got a really fascinating just like of way he approaches the fight. He has like 3 stages.
Oh yeah.
He calls it born. The first time when you're just in their face and you're not doing anything, but you're just like you're evading, right? Like you're coming and invading. And then you got the second one when you're like coming in and like blocking and like tapping. And the third one, that's I forget the fucking Portuguese words he uses, but it sounds like some epic fucking tale of things. So yeah, and Adesanya was fully like, it's cool to see Adesanya really engaging and like still learning, man. That's why I think he's gonna be the Philly cheesesteak man himself.
Yeah, hell yeah. More on that. Tune in next week.
But who are we talking about? Oh yeah, Roofy. Yeah, he's definitely been
lost in your own sauce.
yeah. He's definitely been leveling up, man. And he's been in Australia for 6 weeks. That is a big thing we have to take into account.
Yeah.
The fighters like Lopez, he's been here for like already 2-3 weeks, freaking taking pictures of Bondi Beach. So Roofy's been here for 6 weeks, whereas a lot of these international fighters are flying in. How soon did they fly in? How's the jet lag?
Yeah.
How are they getting accustomed to everything? So.
Are they getting sunburnt? Are the women
100%.
of Sydney chewing them up and spitting them out?
Going, oh fuck yeah!
Come over here, darling. Yeah, it's going to be sick. I think there's a lot on the line for both of them. Fiziev, obviously, he's had a little bit more runs. He like has a few good fights, setback. But like go back, forth. Roofy's had his first setback. This could be a big bounce back for him. If he does something that's super convincing, goes out there and dismantles him, makes a statement. That looks good. You're on the card with BSD, Dan Hooker. And if you have something that stands out with all the lightweight fights, especially Quillen, especially fucking and Jamie Malarkey, there's a lot of movement happening on this event. Oh, yeah. So there's a lot to come from it, and I'm fucking excited. I am gonna put my guess on Mauricio Roofy, and by decision. I don't think he's going to get him out.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to win.
Just land shots, move around.
29-28.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing.
Close fight though.
Close fight. Now. Hangman, baby.
Oh, I love this shirt.
Oh, I love this shirt. Versus Benoit Chantoni.
Terrifying Frenchman.
A Frenchman with a lisp.
And you know what's more terrifying? That this matchup feels like fucking deja vu, because we just saw Dan Hooker get absolutely grapple fucked, and we saw Benoit Saint Denis
Benoit Saint Denis
just grapple fuck another striker. And to add to the freaking bells, Dan Hooker in a recent interview saying, "I don't fight to win, I fight just to fight." Do not put your schmeckles on this man.
Everything on Dan Hooker, boys. It's a trap.
Big warning, do not put your schmeckles on this man. But of course, he could...
Schmeckelstein warning. Don't fall for the trap.
Yeah, exactly. But on the other hand, it's also Dan Hooker, and he can just be like, "I don't give a fuck."
Yeah, and just knee him into oblivion.
Knee to the snout. But Benoit's become a lot more mature recently. He used to be just a real like.
It happens when you get decked by Shane Brayton. Like a
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think and we saw that against Rufy, who I think is more dangerous. Maybe not as aggressive as Hooker, but more dangerous. So, but I got Benoit on this all day.
You like to fade the Hangman.
Yeah, because so many red flags, dude. All those things.
He's like a toxic
injury
boyfriend.
prone. Yeah, like.
I'm going Dan Hooker. Fuck BSD.
Just like you did with Artemis, eh?
Yeah, 100%. I'm not going to ever put my money on people I don't like. And that's because I'm a fool.
It's too personal.
Yeah, 100%. I bet with my heart, not my head, and that's why I don't bet. Win some, you lose more. Oh, shit. Now.
It's here.
It's here. Potentially the scariest matchup for Volkanovski in the conversation of people, of opponents that were everyone was talking about. You had Diego Lopez, obviously. You had Lerone Murphy, and then you had Movzar. I think confidently Diego Lopez is the fucking most dangerous opponent for Volkanovski. Here is why. Reckless. Wild swinging.
Yep.
Granite chin, loves a dogfight,
Yeah.
moves forward with his fucking lizard mullet, copping it to the face, but still moving forward and swinging wildly.
And just scratching like a crackhead the whole time.
My dad
Terrifying.
can't be knocked out again in 5K.
No.
Or 8K, whatever the cameras are now. The wild swinging, with your Movzar and your Lerone Murphy, you would have had a point, lateral moving, tit for tat, striker's delight, chess match. With Diego Lopez, you're fucking not even picking up the chips and salsa because you don't want to look away from the screen in fear of missing our sweet prince gets sent to the shadow realm. There's all or nothing for Volkanovski.
Yeah, I think it's coming down to I 100% agree with you. Like, to me, he's the most dangerous featherweight because of those things, right? Like, it would have been I'm worried for his health in this fight, not just him losing his title. But his health, man, because as you said, a guy that is very hard to knock out and just moving forward, throwing hands. Yes, Volk does have the tactical genius to move around and handle it, but I cannot get the picture of his head at the end of that fight. He did not look like at the end of a fight. Yeah, you got bruises and stuff, but he looked like kind of terrified at the end of the fight, and I'm like
he looked like.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this,
Yeah.
But of course, he's tough as nails. He's going to keep doing it until, until
he loses.
It's really,
This is his last,
It will be. And honestly, I'm worried for Dad. I'm worried for Dad in this one, bro.
Yeah, right. You're not going to bet against him,
I think I'm going to have to, bro.
Well, I think that Volkanovski's going to put the fucking perverted Mexican mustache freak into the dirt, and he's going to prove that these young bucks can't take it off him that easy. This is the problem. You have an Ilya and an Islam who are, very special in their own right. You have them that have pulled off, the unthinkable of beating Volkanovski, and now all these other people are coming in up out of the woodwork, if you will, to think that they can take it off him. It's not going to be easy for Diego, and I think Volk, he's at home. He's out, in Sydney. He's the featherweight GOAT versus a featherweight up-and-comer, Volkanovski, by finish.
Yep. That's a big factor, right? His home crowd, his home. Has he even fought? He's fought in home store, but not like main evented or anything before.
I don't think so. I think it's the first time he's doing it for a belt.
So there's going to be a lot of energy. And Diego Lopez, man, one thing I saw in that Jean Silva fight, he is able to feed off the hate.
Yeah.
Like when Jean Silva was barking and talking trash, that little mustache just like...
Yeah, it started to radiate.
Yeah, it started going like... and it started going like Super Saiyan or something. And the mustache goes yellow.
Yeah.
But it's going to be an amazing spectacle. Can I just, in case this is Volk's last fight, I like to do this. I'd like to go back to his first ever fight in the UFC.
Oh, no. Don't be doing an obituary already. What the fuck is this? Bad juju, man.
Look, let's just be nostalgic with that, all right? He's not going to die. 2016, 10 years ago, end of the year, but he had fought as a lightweight against Yusuke Kasuya in Whitaker versus Brunson. That was his first ever fight, and that's when the winning streak began.
Yeah, legit. 2016, man. We're in 2026.
And then 19, he won the title against Max. So only 3 years in the UFC is pretty impressive. and then retained it for more than his career in the UFC pretty
Yeah.
much. So
And he's became the best in the entire featherweight history.
It's crazy because when Robert Whittaker won the title, I was like, no, okay, this guy is going to be a legend. Like, he will be a legend.
Yeah.
He's the first Aussie to win it,
He is a
right?
legend.
But
It's
I
just
was
a
like-
different type.
But the level of superstardom, I guess, right? Volk is a world superstar, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone, he went from people actually hating him. This is a great example, guys, of this is why you should always keep being yourself. Volk was always himself to a T. Even when he was getting hate, he's like, I don't get why people hate me. I'm so freaking nice as.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, just keep being yourself, being nice, because the internet, people are always fickle, you know? Just got to be yourself, try to be a good person.
Yeah.
Now he's a GOAT, international GOAT.
The fucking rock spiders of the internet, the bottom feeders of the internet, want to come at people like Volkanovski who are out there doing it, you know, a fucking pioneer of the sport. Alongside Robbie, we can't forget Bobby. He's a fucking legend too, but he's not fighting, so it's about our boy Volk. He always leads with the best foot forward. His heart is pure. His determination is next to none, or second to none, sorry. He is just an absolute amazing representation of the company and of the sport and of the country. And guess what? He's not fucking done. Lopez, you're going to have to sniff your way back to whatever fucking hole you crawled out of, because that belt stays on Australian soil. And Australians fucking stand up for your boy. Sorry.
Let's go, Volk.
Let's fucking go, Volk. Now, we're at the end of the event, but we have some interesting news for anyone that's still here. A lot shorter than last week. We kind of were getting back into the flow of things last week. Kind of yapped for a little longer than usual. But Johnny and I are planning on coming out because we're Sydney. You know, there's actually, you know, we should remind the listeners, considering 68% of you are from the United States. We are from Sydney. It's not hard for us to get to the Opera House, the Harbour Bridge, and be up in the thick of it with the fans. So we're getting some road mics, baby. We're getting a fucking tripod. We're taking the camera out. And we're hitting the streets of UFC Fight Week in Sydney. Going to try and get to that press conference. I'm going to try and do as much interactions with the fans.
Yep.
Make some media. Do some street interviews. We're not vloggers, man. We're fucking 30-year-old dudes just trying to spread a positive, infectious, amazing sport and community around as far and wide as we can. So if you guys are out and about, you recognize us, come up, talk some shit. The more unhinged, the better. Everything will be recorded. Not everything will be posted.
We're very proud of the Aussie. I don't like using the word proud, but I think Australia has an amazing culture, especially when it comes. And I remember this because being in the stadium for when Whittaker was supposed to fight Gastelum, and then he pulled out because of the hemorrhoid, and then Gastelum came with someone else's belt.
Yeah.
Like in wrestling, you get the belt if the guy doesn't show up. And then everyone was nice, like, oh, and then when some got one person says like, "Oi, fake belt, cunt!" And then for the rest of the show, Gastelum was standing there, and we were just going, "Calvin's a wanker," and that just made me go, okay, it's abusive, but it's funny.
Yeah.
And it's an ultimate good show.
You're a wanker if you bring a fake belt.
Yeah, we're standing up for our boy, and we love this freaking sport, this game. So we're excited to get out there and show us what us Aussies are about.
Fucking oath. Australia, stand up. It's a big fight week. And if you made it this far, Seahawks to the Super Bowl, you fucking dogs. Johnny, it's been a pleasure.
Let's do it, man.
Let's get it on. Come on.
See you on the streets.
Hell yeah.
Combat comrades.
Combat comrades.
The Combat Comrades.
Let's go for that.
I think that's the